Now, this video I'm playing here is with the next person I wanted to bring up is Cam Haynes. And I think I did a show on his book. If not, I'll look it up and we need to do one. But he's a renowned bow hunter, endurance athlete. He's right in my peers as far as he's maybe a season or two ahead of me, maybe 10 years older. I'm not quite sure, but he's an incredible athlete, and an incredible hunter. And he runs ultras, like 100-mile races and stuff like that. And he's significantly changed the way people think of outdoorsmen and hunting activists. Athletes. So you should definitely check him out. This video is a part of his podcast catalog where it's him and Andrew Huberman together doing some things. And, they like to go and work out and stuff. And there's some particularly trying moments in the video where, Huberman is dying carrying this rock up a hill, and he refuses to sit it down because he's challenged himself and he sees through the challenge. And that's part of that integrity thing that I think our forefathers really held on to, that I think a lot of us are lacking, in a sense of needing to build resilience. Well, this is how you build resilience. This moment here, there's no reason for him to really do it. He could have sat that rock down at any time, but he made a promise to himself and those that he was working out with that he wouldn't. And then he didn't, even though he really wanted to. And that's how you build mental strength. And that's how you build resilience. And he pulled it off. Now, Cam Haynes has a great podcast series as well. My favorite part is actually the lift, run, shoot aspect, which is the little mini episodes, which is the activities they do before and after the podcast together. It's just pretty fun. So those are some people that, and let's take a look here. This is from Cameron Haynes' website. These are his values that he's put out there: hard work, discipline, authenticity, honesty, recognizing God. He's got his religious aspect or spirituality aspect, which I think is strong as well. And it's totally okay to embrace those things as a masculine individual. Everybody knows David Goggins, I think. I run hot and cold with Mr. Goggins. I don't think that what we see in videos and social media is really the real David Goggins. I think it's really his personification of what he wants you to see and experience. But he's also a very real person. And one of the things that I think we struggle with is confrontation. And it's part of that having integrity and having that mental strength to be able to have hard conversations. And I don't mean confrontations like, fights or self-defense. I mean, in terms of just having those hard conversations. I know many people that would just rather avoid those altogether. And he does not strike me as one that would ever skip out on those hard conversations. So I want to play this with him. And I don't know what event this is or whatever, but he's speaking to someone in the crowd. And I think that it's worth going through.
Thanks so much for being here. I'm just a 26-year-old kid. I don't know what I'm doing in life. I don't know where I'm going. So my question to you is, what advice do you have for someone like that, and also someone who...
You gotta slow that shit down, man.
Sorry.
You gotta bring it.
I'm nervous. Sorry.
Don't be nervous, man. Fuck these people. You good? Fucking don't be nervous.
Okay.
That's exactly how motherfuckers fail. They walk in the room, and they ain't making no money that way. They ain't doing shit. They might heard shit you said. Now say that, motherfucker, stick your chest out. Say that shit. Slow.
Okay. Hello, Mr. Goggins.
That is a hard lesson to receive. I've received that before in the past from my father, actually. I had an instance where I had to ask him to borrow money from him, and I was very nervous and was not really prepared. And you know, he received it really well, and he was like, well, how much do you need? And I said, I don't know, you know, maybe this much, maybe that much. And he stopped me and he said, hey, listen, son, if you're going to go ask someone, if you're going to go ask a man to borrow money, you need to know exactly how much you need and when you'll be paying it back. You need to communicate that, and you need to be confident about it. And that was a hard lesson for me to receive at the time because I was younger. I was like in my early 20s. But this is the type of lesson that a very well-informed, well-matured, masculine individual can communicate to someone who might not be.
How you doing? Thanks so much for being here. And my name is Mehul.
Nice to meet you.
It's an honor to meet you. And so I'm just starting out in life. I don't know where I'm going, what I'm doing. But also one problem, a major problem that I think I have is forming discipline, staying disciplined in
Do
life.
you hear everything you just said?
Yes.
How old are you?
26.
And you don't know.
Where I'm going, what I'm doing, and I'm not disciplined.
So how the fuck am I supposed to help you?
That 100% makes me remember that moment with my father where I was asking for help, but I had not stopped to consider myself. I was only thinking about protecting myself.